I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, of course, following Manson when I can, and this here is from Rolling Stone. The Manson cases breaks it down. I could read this full article, but I think Lisa does a nice job here. So let's just get to a few main points. Here's the tweet. She'll be linked below, of course, and she says, "Here comes Rolling Stone with their pro Evan Rachel Wood and anti Marilyn Manson hit piece, and of course, they took her side for a long, long time. So no matter what comes out, they probably won't budge because that would be kind of embarrassing. I mean, they wrote all these pro Evan Rachel Wood articles, then all of a sudden, she's found out to be wrong. They don't change their mind. They don't take responsibility to be neutral. They just keep pushing these narratives. And this one is online accounts have monetized a misogyny playbook. Evan Rachel Wood is next. Of course, Rolling Stone isn't monetized. Oh, wait. Of course they are. So they're writing a monetized article blaming YouTubers and others of monetizing celebrity news, basically. Seems pretty hypocritical, but they don't seem to ever think that way. Let's see what we got. According to Rolling Stone, Evan Rachel Wood has faced an avalanche of misogyny hate, even though for the most part people believe her allegations against Marilyn Manson. In fact, there's only a handful of people talking about the lawsuits, which means we are a threat. More so now than in the past. Obviously, Colonel Kurtz, I think, was the biggest one to get the ball rolling with the best facts, the best interviews. I came in pretty early, as did a few others. So now there are more. However, I think on the whole, the Manson cases is correct. It's not very big mainstream yet. I should note Candace Owens is now covering it a little bit. But still, having said that, it hasn't quite broken through. And it continues with an article clip out. The Manson cases says, this article is attempting to compare what Amber Heard endured in the court of social media, someone who was found to have lied maliciously by a court of her peers, and make the same claim against Evan Rachel Wood that social media is somehow the court. Now, I was pleasantly surprised that when Johnny went to court, the social media stuff was mentioned. It was a very small part of it, but really, it had nothing to do with the facts, the evidence, and the witnesses, like 99%. So that's what we'll see here. There's going to be a lot of people against Manson, but when court time comes, it's not going to mean much. So Rolling Stone says, here's how it works. A celebrity, usually a woman, alleges that a past partner, also famous, has been abusive or violent. Documents are filed and journalists begin to report on the case. And they just report neutrally, or they report on the side of the woman pretty much 90% of the time, no matter what the facts and evidence are. Online accounts that have commented on at least one case in the past gloom onto the coverage, often directly co-opting reporting and then twisting its findings, because the media doesn't do that. These accounts are usually run by people who hop from case to case, taking the side of the famous man involved and using the account's past notoriety in other cases to draw new and return viewers. Well, Rolling Stone and others like them does exactly the opposite. They take the side of the accuser, but in the cases we talk about, the accusers don't have evidence. That's the problem. Yes, we make videos about what's going on in the news, pop culture, celebrity court cases, divorces, things like that. But we try to go by the evidence, because if we don't, we look stupid. And right now, there's no solid evidence against Manson, no matter how much some people want there to be. Outside interest in famous names means the videos pop up in searches and gain popularity, especially when the information provided differs from more reputable sources like news sites. And because platforms like YouTube allow accounts like this to exist under the guise of commentating, the videos can be monetized, letting the cash roll in. YouTube did not immediately respond to Rolling Stone's request for comment, and they shouldn't, because Rolling Stone is not very accurate, and they're not doing a service to YouTube. They're bad-mouthing YouTube also. And I just gotta say, grow up. If you think about this monetization, everything's monetized these days. Once you get to a couple of thousand followers on pretty much any platform, you have the choice of monetizing. Why wouldn't you? You're taking your time, putting out content, things people enjoy, and if people still follow you and want to enjoy that, there's no reason you shouldn't make a little back for your time. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much economy basics 101, getting rewarded for time, which is how pretty much every job in the world works for the most part, even for the people working at Rolling Stone. She continues. Rolling Stone seems big mad YouTubers are actually covering the lawsuits and allegations. They are namelessly calling out Colonel Kurtz, this person, not sure who it is, or maybe even that umbrella guy. So basically, no YouTuber should cover this. They also do not give examples of misinformation. They say one account with more than 6,000 subscribers has posted at least 8 videos surrounding the Warner Wood trial. Oh my god, 8 videos! Most of the time, I do 2 a day, sometimes 3. I do at least 50 in a month, maybe 60 or 70, so 8 isn't that much. And they're usually pretty short. They also mention roughly $3 to $5 comes in per 1,000 views, which is generally 3 in my experience, not 5. And it's not easy to get views. You can't just snap a finger and get 1,000 views. It's kind of difficult. There's 11 million monetized channels. It's not like you just make a video on Marilyn Manson or Amber Heard and magically the monetization rewards you. It doesn't work like that. People have to like what you're saying. People have to enjoy what you're doing for the most part around that also. If not, they'll click off and check out some other video. But they probably won't read Rolling Stone because Rolling Stone isn't very balanced these days. They say another account has posted 23 videos about Marilyn Manson. Wow, 23 videos. How many articles has Rolling Stone written? Have they ever written 23 on the same person? How many did they write about Johnny? Were they monetizing Johnny's name by any chance to make ad revenue? Does it sound hypocritical? It should, because it is. I used to like Rolling Stone. They used to be great. Talking about music. They've got this one right here from 2021. Marilyn Manson, the monster hiding in plain sight. How many articles did they write about Marilyn Manson over the years that they monetized? I'm going to guess quite a few. And Lisa points out that, of course, they don't take Manson's side at all when it's factual. There's zero mention of anything that he put out there against Evan Rachel Wood. So, that's what I mean by unbalanced. They've got 100K hearts there. So, there's a lot of stuff out there that gets 100K hearts or views or whatever. It's the internet. I just said 11 million monetized channels are gonna get views. Anyway, no surprise, the mainstream is taking the side of the accuser, in this case, when there's no evidence. I would love for an accuser to come out, have all the evidence, get the guy, the bad guy, the abuser, and say, all right, this is good. It works both ways. This guy was accused, she got the evidence, instead of the video where someone's banging a cabinet because they're a little upset. Maybe the person would actually have a video of evidence. And when that happens, me, Colonel Kurtz, Tug, the Manson cases will be the first to report, here we go. This is legit. This is what it looks like when someone's got the evidence. And yes, it'll be monetized. That's what YouTubers do, basically. When we lose sleep, take off work, and use our own time to bring out the news. Let me know what you think down below. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. One more shout out to the Manson cases doing a great job on this. And if you're not subscribed here and you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.